Now for a look at what the Target 12 investigators are working on this Monday. Rhode Island mobster Jerry Tillinghast has died. The 75-year-old died Monday of natural causes. He served 3 decades in prison for a 1978 gangland slaying.
Target 12 investigator Tim White joining us live in studio this half hour. So, Tim, you've been reporting on Tillinghast for years now, and you've gotten to know him over the years.
Yeah, Brian, I really have. I mean, Jerry was a complicated guy. He was very smart, and when you met him in person, you could understand why police referred to him as an enforcer because of his imposing figure. Now, Tillinghast was the definition of street smart. He grew up in Providence on Broad Street, served in the Vietnam War as a Marine, and was a member of the Ouimette faction of the Patriarca crime family. And look, I do think this phrase gets overused, but he really was old school. He accepted his punishments for the crimes he committed, but he definitely took a lot of secrets to the grave.
And Tim, you wrote a story about the bonded vault called The Last Good Heist. You told me, or I should say you wrote a book called The Last Good Heist, and you told me a story about that book at which Jerry Tillinghast showed up to a book signing.
Kim, I will never forget this moment. You have to understand that Jerry refused to give me or my co-authors an interview for the book because he was ultimately acquitted at trial for his role in the infamous heist. We publish a book that states in no uncertain terms he was one of the 8 masked thieves that stormed the bonded vault building in Providence in 1975. We're actually looking at film, Channel 12 film from that time. So I was rather surprised when he showed up at a Cranston bookstore for a talk I was giving about the crime. He actually asked several questions about the heist. I'm not sure everyone in attendance knew who this massive man was, but I sure did. And Kim, he may or may not have gotten a free copy of a book that day.
Okay.
Can't blame.
No comment.
That's
no
right.
comment.
It's a possibility. It's out there. So obviously, you know, you've been connected with him for a while through this process.
Yeah.
Have you heard from his family?
Yeah, Brian, I have. He has 5 children and about 24 grandchildren and great-grandchildren, so a very big family. The man they knew is very different from the image of a mobster that is portrayed publicly. Now, in 2012, 12 News sat down with Tillinghast. In that interview, which, by the way, we have never aired, he expressed concern about the impact his decades in prison had on his kids.
My mistakes and bad judgments in life would have carried down to where they could use that as an excuse not to follow in my footsteps. And I used to try to advocate anything but that. I don't want them doing that. I want them doing that. Stick to sports, stick to this, you know.
And Tim will be back at 6 with more of that never-before-seen interview with Jerry Tillinghast. Target 12 investigator Tim White, thank you so much.
Thank you.